welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're doing a face-off bracket of all the major 2023 album/EP releases that I listened to this year. But before we hop in the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things music. It feels like ever since 2020, we have had a renaissance and an explosion of creativity and artwork, particularly in the music world, and 2023 was no exception. Now, I've picked 32 albums/EPs from this year that come out to go into my bracket battle here, but of course, this doesn't begin to cover everything that came out this year. So let me know down below what was your favorite album/EP release of this year. The way this works is we've got two albums that have been placed next to each other and they're going to go up against each other, and I'm going to choose the one that I like the most. Obviously, this isn't me saying which album was the most conceptually and well put together and just like perfectly done. It comes down primarily to my objective opinions. So we all have opinions. You can leave them down in the comments below, but be nice about it. And I guess without further ado, let's battle that out and face off some of the album releases of 2023. Alright, so the first battle that we have is between two former Disney starlets, Miley Cyrus's Endless Summer Vacation and Revamped by Demi Lovato. So Endless Summer Vacation I do have reaction to, as well as Revamped. You can just go through and search my channel for all of those. I may have some of them linked up here and in the description below. Endless Summer Vacation kicked our year off. This was such a fun album, especially since it came out in my birthday month of March. I think it came out like right before my birthday. My birthday is March 16th. I think this came out March 10th. This coming off of, was it Plastic Hearts? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have her album over there. This coming off of her last project was a tough act to follow. I think cohesively I prefer Plastic Hearts to Endless Summer Vacation because I don't know, I think I'm just a rock girly at heart. But Endless Summer Vacation has some of my most played songs of the year with River, Flowers, Muddy Feet, what else? Violet, Chemistry, Lily Love, Bye, Pan, Girl, Anthem. Just so many songs. And then Revamped. Demi Lovato. Their album, Holy Fuck, from, was it last year, I think? Best album they've ever released. Like I said, I am a rock girly. Give me something to scream and I will scream it. And Revamped as a concept album was essentially just them taking 10 of their classic songs and adding a rock spin, rock twist to it. Some of the songs that you didn't necessarily think could have that harder rock sound, such as Neon Lights or Tell Me You Love Me, just Skyscraper, Don't Forget. Just, I'm trying to think of like what my favorite like reworked version was. Obviously Cool for the Summer rock version. And we also, you know, Queer Rights. We love it. We love it. Go Tell Your Mother. That one was a fun time. Now, of these two, which one do I prefer more? Honestly, I'm trying to think of which one I listen to more. Because technically I'm comparing a body of work that's completely new versus a body of work that is just redone. So by that count, I would think Endless Summer Vacation would win, but I don't know. I think I'm going to give it to Revamped. My brain is telling me to go Revamped, so I'm going with that. Sorry to all my Miley stans out there, but it had to be done. Then we have two Disney soundtracks. We have The Little Mermaid 2023 soundtrack, and then we've got the High School Musical, the musical series Season 4 soundtrack, the final season. Now, I'm a big fan of both properties, although I'm not a huge fan of Disney right now. I'm just trying to think. The Little Mermaid soundtrack, when you put Halle Bailey on it, and then you bring back Al Menken, and you give some talents to Lin-Manuel Miranda. Listen, the Scuttlebutt song, forget that exists. I know in the context of the movie it makes sense, but outside the context of the movie, I'm like, I don't really ever want to listen to you. But for the first time, great addition. Part of Your World vocals, absolutely amazing. Vanessa's Trick, Halle just did that. She did it. And High School Musical, the musical series, Season 4. There were some bangers, some bops. Dreams Don't Die is one of my most played songs from Disney this year. But I don't know what her name is. I think it's Leonie. She's going places. That girl has pipes. I'm sure she's, what, like 14, 15? She's going somewhere. And then they randomly threw in like a a Halloweeny song in there in the middle of summer. Don't know why, but that one was great. However, I probably, definitely, most likely, yeah, I'm gonna choose the Little Mermaid soundtrack. Sorry, High School Musical, but as much as I love your various songs you give us as a collective whole, Halle Bailey and the Little Mermaid did that. Also, if you haven't listened to Halle Bailey's new solo adventures, where you been at? Because Angel's a banger and a bop. Then we have two of my social media girlies. I did react to both of these projects. So that's How You Make a Villain. Technically, this is chapter 1 from Emlyn, and then we have 21st Century Princess from Emlyn. They both collabed for each other's album, so that's How You Make a Villain has Cloudy June on Build a Boy, and then 21st Century has Emlyn on You Problem, and they just kind of worked together this year. Of the two, I prefer That's How You Make a Villain, just because 21st Century Princess, 1, is shorter, 2, I think I rock out a little bit more to some of the songs on That's How You Make a Villain. Really, there's no more reasoning than that, but you should go check out these artists. They're great. Then we have two of really the only guys on here. We have the album by the Jonas Brothers, and then we have the show by Niall Horan. These are two albums that I reacted to because I think they came out pretty close together during the summer. The album, I got to see the Jonas Brothers in concert. I got to see the album performed live along with a bunch of their other hits. I was most excited to see Walls from this album performed live, and it did not disappoint. We love the pyrotechnics. And then the show was a fun time. However, I think both of these albums fall into sort of the mid category for me for this year. Of the two, I think I like the Jonas Brothers, the album, a little more, just mainly because I don't ever really find myself going back to listen to too much of Niall's The Show, but I know Waffle House and Wings from the Jonas Brothers kind of always get put on repeat every now and again. Then we have two more soundtracks, Barbie movie, and then the Aurora album from the Daisy Jones and the Six soundtrack. However, I did not react to the Barbie movie soundtrack because this was during the SAG-AFTRA strike, so we support. The Aurora album I did react to, however, I'm not really supporting Taylor Jenkins Reid right now, and on the whole, the Barbie movie was just a fun time. Loved her. She was great. The soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. Sam Smith said, "Man, I am," and I love that song. Plus, I'm just kidding. Ryan Gosling did something there. I don't think he wrote it, but he did something there. And that was cute. So the Barbie movie soundtrack obviously wins our soundtrack battle here. Then we have Silence Between Songs from Madison Beer, and then Mirror from Lauren Spencer Smith. These are my moody girlies. These are my sad girly albums this year. Silence Between Songs, as a sophomore album, had a lot to follow up. Because if you don't know, Madison Beer's debut album, Life Support, was one of the best debut albums to really ever hit the market. And Silence Between Songs, as a sonically cohesive album, is beautiful. I will say there aren't as many high highs on this album as I had with Life Support. And then you have Mirror, which kind of has the same feeling to me as Silence Between Songs, only Mirror is a more, like, it has more vocal moments on it. And I'm trying to think how I'd say this. Mirror, on the whole, kind of reminds me of Madison Beer's debut album, that it's like a banger. It's like an out front. However, it's not as great as that. And if you don't know who Lauren Spencer Smith is, she has amazing vocals, and you've probably heard her from her like viral hits Flowers, Best Friend Breakup, That Part, Fantasy featuring Gail and In Behold, one of my most favorite songs, most played songs of the year. However, I'm trying to compare these albums because both of them kind of didn't really have major highs for me. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to give it to Mirror. I love a vocal moment, and like I said, Fantasy. She just was that girly this year. So Mirror by Lauren Spencer Smith will win this battle. Then we have on to Taylor Swift songs. 1989 TV versus Speak Now TV. I have reacted to both of these. Was I there at the Speak Now TV announcement in Nashville Night 1? Yes, I was. Were we totally caught off guard? Absolutely. Did I vlog everything? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. However, I am a pop girly. Like I said, like I'm a rock girly. However, pop always trumps everything in my mind. So I think on the whole, if I had to listen to one, probably would be 1989 TV, although that could be lies because I've been playing Enchanted and Long Live TV and Electric Touch on repeat recently. So I guess it really just depends on my mood. But on the whole, I'd say 1989 TV was my more favorite. Then we have two OGs. We have Kelsey Ballerini's Rolling Up the Welcome Mat, and then Gag Order by Kesha. Now, if you've seen my reaction, I did the reaction to the Rolling Up the Welcome Mat Deluxe, and I did react to Gag Order by Kesha. If you've seen either of the one of them, then you know which one's going to win, because Rolling Up the Welcome Mat was one of the best body of works that has been put out this year on the whole. It's really known as the divorce EP, the post-divorce album, if you will. And Kelsey's Call Her Daddy interviews really helped propel this out into the world. And these songs they have the feeling, they have the lyricism, they have the imagery to back it up, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I love Kesha, however, we all know that Gag Order was not necessarily collectively my favorite. I do love a few songs from there, Only Love Can Save Us Now, Happy, and Hate Me Harder. Are pretty much the only three songs that I really listen to on I Think Something to Believe In. But on the whole, Gag Order was not my favorite. But if you are a Kesha stan, love that for you. You've got some new music. Definitely recommend go listening. Then we have some beautiful, divas. I don't know, pop divas. Depends on how you refer to a pop diva. But we have Chemistry from Kelly Clarkson and Trust Fall from Pink. I put these two together because there's some slightly OG artists here. I mean, Chemistry's going to win. Kelly Clarkson's one of my all-time faves. While Trust Fall and Pink, there were some amazing songs that, on the whole, I listened to the songs from Chemistry way more. Even the deluxe version of the songs, You Don't Make Me Cry. And then we have Red Flag Collector. What other songs? Mine, Me. Woo! I did react to Chemistry, so there's another one you can go look at. Then we have two more social media girlies. I think I have two blondes up next to each other. High Concept from Salem Elise and then Hollywood Dead from Madeline Bailey. I did not react to either of these, but both of them put out some great lengthy body of works this year. So we have High Concept from Salem Elise. I don't know I'm trying to think of how you know her. She's gone viral on TikTok for a lot of songs. If you're a Swiftie and you heard the song Tailor Made, she has that. She just released that on her deluxe album, and I love her songs. She really just takes these very pop culture theme songs, or Ben and Jerry, or the PS5, or Siri or something like that, and she makes them into some, like she said, high concept songs. And then you have Hollywood Dead by Madeline Bailey. She's been kicking in the social media game for a while, and I think this is her second album, or is it her first album? I know she's put out a couple EPs before that I really love, like the Wiser EP. Beautiful, stunning, absolutely perfect. Hollywood Dead, on the whole, told a long story. In terms of which one do I listen to more, I listen to High Concept more. I'm currently playing Don't Shop When You're Hungry on repeat, over and over and over. Then we have two more pop girlies. We have Diamonds and Dance Floors by Ava Max and BB from BB Rexa, so our first self-titled album. I only reacted to BB. I have not reacted to Diamonds and Dance Floors. I really got into Ava Max the end of last year with her teasers and singles from Diamonds and Dance Floors, and then she released the album smack dab at the beginning of this year in January. And then BB, I don't even know if I realized that she was releasing an album, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to go listen to that. BB is so underrated. I don't know why she doesn't get the flowers that she deserves, and this album was absolutely beautiful. Diamonds and Dance Floors, if you are a dance girly, this one's for you. Both of them had very pop, dance pop, techno-y vibes, and I think you'll love them both if you have that same vibe. In terms of the one that I like the most, I'm trying to think. Probably, I haven't really, to be fair, listened to Diamonds and Dance Floors and BB in a while because new projects have taken over, and both of these were released during the first half of the year. I think I'm going to go with BB. I think that's the one. My favorite songs from BB are I Am and Born Again. Also, that has a Dolly Parton feature on it, if you're curious. Then we have Guts by Olivia Rodrigo and Think Later by Tate McRae. Think Later is the newest album on this tier ranking. I was gonna react to it, and then time got away from me these past 2 weeks. So if you're curious about my thoughts about it, I definitely prefer this album to her first album. So good for her. She's improving. I love a dance vibe. Love the concept of it about all these things that you should have done, but you were like, I'm just gonna do them now and like think later about the consequences. All sorts of funs. My favorite songs from the album are Hurt My Feelings, Messier, obviously Greedy and Exes, and trying to think. I think that's a good summation. You'll probably see them pop up if you follow my TikTok page and like my most streamed songs of the month. And then we have Guts, Olivia Rodrigo. I did react to Guts and all the singles that came from Guts. It just is one of the albums. For sophomore albums, being best friends, same age, these girls came out with some bangers, and they both went a little bit harder with the sounds. They were both very much so in that melancholy, sad girl vibes in the first round of their albums, the debut albums, and then the second round, they came out a little bit more swinging. In terms of ones that I like more, I'm going to give it to Guts, just because I haven't had enough time to sit with Think Later. Next up, Portals by Melanie Martinez, right? Why am I like blanking? And then Me, My Girls, and I, the EP from Boys World. If you don't know who Boys World is, you should go look them up. They're an amazing girl group. They got great dances, they got great vocals, and they love that female empowerment song. So if you like it, go listen to it. Portals by Melanie Martinez. I didn't really listen to K through 12. Her debut album, Dollhouse. Is it Dollhouse? No. I can't remember what her debut album is called, but I love her debut album. K through 12 was not necessarily a project that I listened to so much, but then I listened to Portals. I will say Portals, out of everything that I've listened to, maybe not necessarily my favorite album, but conceptually, fun times. I'm going to give it to Me, My Girls, and I. Like I said, this is an objective opinion album. And I listen to the songs from Me, My Girls, and I more. Like, have you heard Mantram? You should go take a listen. Portals, I think Milk of the Siren is my favorite song from that one. And we have 2 songs that got put together because I ran out of ideas of how to group these together. We have The Good Witch by Maisie Peters, Snow Angel by Renee Rapp. It's no surprise that Renee Rapp is going to win this. If you haven't gone and listened to her, go listen to her. My favorite songs off this album are The Wedding Song and Pretty Girls, We Love. I just posted a reaction to her latest single, Not My Fault, and I do have a reaction to the Deluxe track, so we've got a lot of reactions. I also did react to The Good Witch. I don't like saying this in front of a bunch of Swifties, because I know a lot of Swifties are huge Maisie Peters fans. I'm just not on that train. I like her stuff, but The Good Witch just falls into mid-tier for me. But let's see. I think BSC and Run are my favorite songs from this album. Then we have 2 more social media girlies, or girlies that I found through social media. We have Super Over by Leah Kate. Did react to this one. Time Bombs from Charlie. Did not react to this one. Just discovered her this year, but that one was a sweet EP. Time Bombs, if you're looking for a queer artist, queer girly to go support, it's there. She has a song on there called Worst Tasting Girls. Same girly girl, same. Then Super Over, Leah Kate. This is her third album EP. I don't know. If you probably discovered her on TikTok via her song 10 Things I Hate About You or Twinkle Twinkle a Little Bitch. Those are the songs that she has sung that you might know. Love her music. She's just a fun time. I'm going to choose Super over Time Bombs. Mainly just because, really, from Time Bombs, the only songs that I ever really listen to are Time Bomb and Worst Tasting Girls. And then Super Over, I feel like I listen to a few more songs on there more often. Then the last one of the first round, we have Alchemical Volume 1, Dove Cameron's debut album, finally. And then My 21st Century Blues by Ray. I did not react to My 21st Century Blues, but I did react to Alchemical Volume 1 fairly recently because it came out at the beginning of this month. Go listen to it. It's a fun time. My 21st Century Blues is the best well-conceived album from top to bottom that has been released this year. If you've been sleeping on Ray, go give her flowers. You need to listen to this. On the whole, I definitely listen to more songs off of Alchemical Volume 1 than I do My 21st Century Blues, but I felt it was a disservice to not put this album on here. But now I'm trying to decide which one I like more. Since I listen to more songs off of Alchemical Volume 1, I'm going to pick this. But don't let this think that you shouldn't go listen to Ray's new album. Because if you know, you know. It just is absolutely beautiful. And that was first round done. Alright, so second round should go by a little bit quicker. We have Demi Lovato's Revamped versus the Little Mermaid soundtrack. Now, while I love my soundtracks, Revamped is going to win. We love you, Halle. But I just don't listen to you outside of Part of Your World that many times. Then we have That's How You Make a Villain by Emlyn and the album by the Jonas Brothers. To be fair, I listen to the songs from Emlyn more than I listen to the songs from the Jonas Brothers. I was going to choose the album, but like if we're going by what I actually listen to, I listen to That's How You Make a Villain, Chapter 1, way more. Then we have the Barbie movie versus Mirror. I'm going to choose Mirror. We love the Barbie movie, but like collectively, where do I spend my time listening? I spend my time listening to Lauren Spencer Smith's Mirror. Then we have, oh no, 1989 TV versus Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. Oh God. I mean, I'm probably going to choose 1989 TV because it's 1989. But damn, Rolling Up the Welcome Mat was so good. But I listen, like I said, the whole theme of this is what do I listen to? What do I actively love? That's 1989 TV. I listen to it collectively more than I've listened to Rolling Up the Welcome Mat this year. Which is funny considering Rolling Up the Welcome Mat came out a lot earlier than 1989 TV. Then we have Chemistry by Kelly Clarkson versus High Concept by Salem Elise. That's a Chemistry. I'm gonna give it to Chemistry. Like I said, I think I listen to more songs collectively off of Chemistry. Then I have BB Rexa, and then Guts, Olivia Rodrigo. Guts is taking the cake. I love you, BB. But in terms of what I've been really like listening to more on repeat, Love is Embarrassing, Get 'Em Back, All American Bitch, Vampire, so many bangers. Then we have Me, My Girls, and I, and Snow Angel. Renee Rapp for the win. Renee Rapp for the win always. I'm curious to see if she takes the cake this year. Then we have Super Over by Leah Kate and Alchemical Volume 1. Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron's winning this. When you have an album that features a Boyfriend by Dove Cameron, how could you not? That was my most played song of last year according to Spotify Wrapped, and it was my third most played song according to Spotify Wrapped this year. And I didn't think I listened to like Boyfriend that much this year, but that just holds the testament to how amazing that song is. All right, moving in to Revamped versus That's How You Make a Villain. Demi Lovato for the win, which considering I think Demi has inspired some of Emlyn's work, makes a sense. Then we have Mirror, Lauren Spencer Smith versus 1989 TV, Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Lauren, you made a valiant effort, but on the whole, 1989 TV will be winning. Then we have, oh my goodness, Chemistry by Kelly Clarkson versus Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. Now, this one's a little hard for me. Because I'm like, both of them have strong songwriting. I think I prefer the songwriting on Guts. I prefer the vocals on Chemistry. I don't know. What have I listened to more? I think I've listened to Guts more. I'm gonna go with Guts. That was a little hard. My two bisexual queens. Renee Rapp versus Dove Cameron. Also, collab. Dove, is this a collab that we're getting sometime in the future on Alchemical Volume 2? Please do. Snow Angel. We love you, Alchemical. We love you. But Snow Angel is going to be a real tough act to beat. Revamped versus 1989 TV. Both are technically re-recorded works, so it's interesting that these two came down to final spots. 1989 TV for the win. But I just find it interesting that these two were the ones that end up getting paired together for final spots, which I've said already. Then I think we have one of the hardest decisions we have to make. Olivia Rodrigo Guts versus Renee Rapp Snow Angel. I know what the answer is, and I'm very sorry to all the Livies out there, but Snow Angel, on the whole, I listen to way more than I listen to Guts. And there are some songs on Guts that I'm like, eh. Versus Snow Angel, there's really not a single song on there that I'm like, meh. Even the deluxe version. Maybe if Olivia Rodrigo sometime, maybe possibly releases Obsessed on streaming, we might reconvene. But Snow Angel, the final battle, the two, really these are the two top tier albums of the year. I'd say not always with these brackets do we get like a shakeout where like all of my favorite albums end up making it to the finals, quarter, or semi, just because of the way it works. But I'd say in terms of albums that took the cake this year, 1989 TV and Snow Angel, probably my top two. Now, I am a hardcore Swiftie, have been since her debut album, the first album that I ever purchased. I'm new to the Young Ex-Wives, the Renee Rapp fandom. So, I don't know. My gut honestly says Snow Angel. And to be fair, I think I'm going to choose Snow Angel for my favorite album of the year. I think it's 1989 is a slight bit of a disadvantage just because it's a re-recorded album. So really we're judging Snow Angel, a huge whole new body of work, up against 5 vault tracks. Not that 1989, the original album, isn't like, but it's 1989 pop Bible. It just is a disadvantage because I listen to those songs over and over and over again, and sometimes the newness factor wins out, and Snow Angel is the winner of our 2023 album release bracket. Like I said, this only represents like a fraction of the bodies of work that were released this year. So in the comments down below, if there wasn't an album or a EP released this year that I didn't cover in this that you think I should be listening to, reacting to, or just like bopping out to, leave it in the comments down below. Let me know who would have won your album bracket for the year. Would you have gone with Snow Angel like me or 1989 TV? Who knows? I know I have a lot of Swifties who follow me, and let me know what you want me to react to next.